Good afternoon, I'm Jess De Los Santos. This is One News Now. 150 people are reported dead after the onslaught of tropical storm Paeng. Aside from the fatalities, 128 people were also injured while 36 are still missing. So far, over 1.2 million people have been displaced due to Paeng. Damage to infrastructure is at 2.8 billion pesos while damage to agriculture is pegged at 2.4 billion pesos. School facilities in Muntinlupa were damaged after serving as evacuation centers for residents affected by Paeng. G. Robles with the story.
Muntinlupa Mayor Rufy Biazon was dismayed after some school properties were destroyed during the onslaught of Tropical Storm Paeng. In Kupang Senior High School, a blackboard was destroyed, while in Putatan Elementary School, piles of trash were left by evacuees. Biazon noted that these schools are funded by taxpayers' money. Teacher Yuri Quezada of Kupang SHS shared the same sentiment as schools now implement full face-to-face classes.
Nakakapanlo mo kasi pera ng bayan yan na dapat iniingatan. Kailangan natin tumulong, lalo na sa ganyang kagipitan. Pero sana naman yung ganitong mga gamit ng gobyerno, lalo sa kailangan ng mga bata, dapat naman ingatan pag malasakitan.
Kupang Senior High School Principal Officer in Charge, Jinky Santos, says that an out-of-school youth destroyed the facilities. A dialogue was conducted between the school, barangay officials, and the boy's parent.
Siyempre, hindi natin alam pag mga ganito kasing kwan. May mga pinagdadaanan yan ng mga mabibigat. Sa ngayon, ginagawa ng paraan na sana makabalik siya ng school para matulungan din namin siya.
Other classrooms used as evacuation centers over the weekend have been cleaned in time for the resumption of full face-to-face classes on Wednesday. For News 5, Gio Robles, we are One News.
The camp of Percy Lapid has revealed more details on his murder. In an interview with 1PH's Sa Totoo Lang, Attorney Berteni Causing said the mastermind and his quote number 2 ordered prisoners to kill Lapid. One gang, wherein alleged middleman June Villamor was a member, closed the deal in exchange for their release. Causing also noted affidavits stating that these people were the ones behind the death of Villamor.
May 5 na tirad, ang 5 doon ang tao nung Lord number 2 ng Sputnik, no? At sinabi, bahala na sila doon. So in fairness naman to kay Sputnik Lord, wala siya, hindi niya nakita kung paano nangyari.
Okay.
Lahat.
Sige.
So, makatwid, ang gumawa ng paraan para mamatay ito si June Villamor ay yung 5. Nung wala ng lahat, nag-iisa na lang natira si June Villamor sa loob. At ang tawag yan talagang tama din naman ako, tama si Dr. Raquel, sinupot.
Yeah.
Supot na plastic. At sinukob sa kanyang ulo.
Causing said the Mabasa family is satisfied with the investigation. The Justice Department is expected to disclose the findings and file murder complaints as early as Friday.
Babasahin ba nila ngayon? Although initially kasama ko naman si Mr. Roy Mabasa and we were briefed by the Secretary of Justice. Actually, our impression, we congratulated actually the Secretary of Justice because not once in our history na ganito katindi ang pagsisigasig. Sana ang sunod na patayan mangyari, ganun din.
More stories after this short break. Stay with us. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Jess De Los Santos. The Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas is set to raise its policy rate by 75 basis points to match the latest U.S. Fed hike. In a statement, BSP Governor Felipe Medalla says it is necessary to keep up with the U.S. Federal Reserve in order to temper price hikes and offset the weakening of the peso. He adds that the BSP remains vigilant in monitoring inflation and will take the needed actions to reach its targets. The Monetary Board is expected to finalize the matter during their next meeting on November 17. If approved, the rate hike would bring the benchmark interest rate to 5%. The Labor Department is letting employers and workers decide on the use of face masks in workplaces. DOLE issued an advisory stating that employers and workers may require the wearing of face masks, taking into account work hazards and industry requirements. Before this, DOLE and the Trade Department imposed mandatory use of face masks in workplaces, except when eating and drinking. President Bongbong Marcos earlier allowed voluntary use of face masks in both indoor and outdoor settings. Gilas Pilipinas continues to train ahead of the fifth window of the FIBA World Cup Asian Qualifiers next week. Marty Bautista with the details.
Gilas Pilipinas is working double time to train for the fifth window of the FIBA World Cup Asian Qualifiers. In attendance at the Meralco Gym last night were PBA stalwarts Japit Aguilar, Jamie Malonzo, and Scotty Thompson, as well as Poy Eram, Roger Pugoy, and CJ Perez. Japan B-League cagers Bobby Ray Parks Jr. and the Ravenna brothers arrived a few days ago to answer to the national team duty. Levanga Hokkaido's Dwight Ramos is also expected to arrive tonight. However, Coach Chot Reyes says some of them have lingering injuries. The coaching staff is currently monitoring Parks and 30 Ravenna.
Ray injured ligaments in his hand and 30 has a contusion in his leg. So that's why they're not practicing. They're here, but they're not practicing.
Kai Soto of the Adelaide 36ers is missing in action as he waits his Jordanian visa. Soto will join Gilas once they get to Jordan for the fifth window. Despite missing Kai in training, veteran Kiefer Ravenna is optimistic he can adjust easily.
That very tall guy was a part of the last window, so he kind of knows what we're running and he has a feel for the game. He's a very intelligent player.
Meanwhile, Ginebra import Justin Brownlee also joined the team's training. However, he won't be able to play in the fifth window just yet, since he's still waiting to be naturalized.
Yeah, everything is pretty much turned in. Just waiting on the birth certificate to arrive. They need hard copies of those, so just waiting on those, and hopefully they'll be here in the mail any day now. So, and that's basically the final step as far as.
Cameron Oliver is also in the process of securing his naturalization papers. The Philippines will play Jordan on November 10 before facing off against Saudi Arabia on November 13 for the fifth window. Gilas currently carries a 3-3 win-loss record. The national squad is expected to fly to Jordan on Monday next week, November 7. For News 5, Marty Bautista, We Are One News.
For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Jess De Los Santos. We are One News.